I would jump on his feet, and then,
I don't think you're lame enough to push Santa down. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! And welcome back to Randomly Generated Conversations. Today I have Bastian, as usual. You all know him.
Hello.
I have Caleb. And we have Leandra. These are my kids, minus the little one. So you guys excited for Christmas?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it for a while now.
Yeah.
So have most of my friends.
Do you guys remember last year we did a Christmas episode as well? But we were just on audio.
Oh.
So, we did a Thanksgiving one and we did a Christmas one. All right. Some of the topics today. So, we're going to start with the first one. And Leandra, you get to kick us off. If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the world, where would it be and who would you take with you?
I don't know.
Anywhere in the world.
Any person, or does it have to be in your family?
Okay, any person you want to. I mean, your boyfriend, your dog. I mean, I said it doesn't have to be a person even. Maybe your bestie. Just don't name them by name.
I don't have a boyfriend, so I'm just gonna kick that off the line.
Okay. Kick it off the line.
I like staying here for Christmas.
Okay, but you'd rather stay with somebody else? So we got it.
No.
Because you said does it have to be my family, or can I hang out with somebody else? So you're saying stay here with somebody else?
No. Is it just one person?
It says, let me reread the question.
Let's say, who would you bring?
It says, who would you take with you? That doesn't specify a number, and it doesn't specify that it's a person. You could take your dog, your bird, your stuffy,
Alien.
the alien living on a roof, any of those.
Okay. I would take my family, and my dog.
Okay, and where would we go?
You would stay here.
Okay, so just like any Christmas then.
Yes. I think. Yeah.
Caleb, same question, but to you.
So I would bring my mom, my dad, and my dogs, and I would like to go somewhere hot because I watched the other day a show that had where
Where's Christmas time, but it was hot already.
But it was like hot, and I was like, I really want to do that someday.
Okay, I mean, you've always lived here where it gets cold during Christmas, so that's what we're used to. But you would just take me and Mom, you wouldn't take your siblings?
Oh.
Oh, how about Leandra?
Some sibling rivalry here. All right. Bastion?
I have two different situations, if that's okay.
No, only one.
Okay.
Just can't go with the two.
So, the first one would be I'd take my parents,
Okay.
my birds, my dogs, my sister Brianna, and we'd all,
Well, that sounds
I
hectic.
don't think that's a peaceful choice.
and we, no, not the birds, nor the dogs. Anyway, just,
Nor Brianna.
just Brianna, me, you, and Mom, and we'd all go somewhere, like, Japan.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted to go to Japan for whatever, to go check out a bunch of different things they have there, and I think that would be fun.
During Christmas time?
My second situation would be bringing, this is the friend situation, bringing two of my friends and then Camden, who has been on this show, over to probably like camping somewhere warm, because I think it'd be fun to go camping Christmas time in like a warm place. Like
So
doing something
not
like that.
here. It would have to be someplace totally different. Maybe a couple
Probably.
states over, like Arizona.
What I don't get is people are like, I want it to be warm, but then you have warm, and then you don't have that much snow. Cool.
That's true.
It's
I'd miss
true. In the
snow.
summertime,
Let's have snow once in a while, I guess.
That's true.
I mean, in the summertime it does snow, but it's weird.
We have had snow in the summertime. But just early summertime, right?
That's
so, like, when snow was coming to June, which technically I don't think that part of June was summertime yet. I think that was still considered spring. I'm along with Caleb there. Never been to Australia, but no, not about just going with me, mommy, and Am, right? Definitely wouldn't take the dogs with me. But going somewhere warm, like, I've never been to Australia, but Christmas time's in the middle of summer in Australia. So I think it'd be kind of cool to experience a summertime Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, here we do the Christmas in July and everything, but that's not really Christmas time, right?
This is in July.
Haven't you heard that? I mean, that's why they did, like, Elf as one of the plays or whatever. So it's like,
Christmas in
That was
get
July.
a taste of the... Yeah. Well, it was the end of June, but
Oh.
it was that whole... You guys never heard of Christmas in July?
Well, I've heard of it. It's kind of sad. Christmas in July is not Christmas. Christmas in Christmas time is Christmas.
But can't it be Christmas all year round?
It could, but there's no flashy lights and beautiful mugs of
Depends
hot
on how
chocolate.
fast you're going down the road. You
Okay,
can have flashing lights any time of year.
that's
My second idea was gonna be summertime, not summertime, Christmas inside of Australia.
Okay.
That was gonna be my second.
that's been
I think it's because we were kind of talking about that the other day. I mean, we were watching Bluey. I mean, who doesn't? And we were watching the Christmas swim episode. And that's kind of when we were... I knew that it was... Christmas was in the summer there anyway. But it was during that I think Caleb was the one that said, I want to go swimming on Christmas. And around here, that just doesn't happen.
Wow.
But it would be kind of cool also to see how other countries celebrate Christmas. I mean, it's pretty similar, but they also each have their own different traditions. So I think that would be fun. Okay. Seeing who the lucky winner is of the next question. You're off the hook because you started it.
Thank you.
Or off the line, like your boyfriend.
I don't have that. That's why he was off the line.
Caleb,
Mhm.
if Santa got stuck in your chimney, which we don't have a chimney, but pretend we do, what would you do to help him out?
Pull on his legs.
But what if you just get more stuck in the chimney? You're just pulling it further and further down, getting it more and more stuck.
Santa, drop your presents for me. Panic or okay, you're on your own.
Get a big plunger and
Wait,
try to like pull him out.
Don't let do something.
wait, you're taking him out into your house or back up the chimney?
I don't know which is easier.
I'm
Did
taking
you say
him
out of the chimney or in the chimney?
It says,
Or
are you trying to be all technical here? What would you do to help him out? It just says help him out. It doesn't say help him
So
out of the chimney. I mean, you might just go in through the top and lower down the milk and donuts and then just be like, there you go, I helped you out.
I could either do that if it's inside my house, like if he's coming down, or if he's going back up and he gets stuck, then I'll grab a big ladder, then try to go on a roof if I don't fail.
And then see if you could pull him up out of there.
Uh-huh.
I think I'd do something similar. But I'd go on the roof, have the reindeer and sleigh there, be a little tempted, take his hat, and then help out the deliveries for the rest of the time. We'll be back in a couple hours, Santa.
You can, hook like a tow strap to Santa, toss it down there to him, then smack the reindeer. yeah, and watch the reindeer take off and just pull him out of the chimney.
They'll probably break your chimney.
I think Santa would be a little mad at me either way. So
But it's that whole,
tie him on there.
it's that whole, 11 and a half. 11 and a half months you can be naughty. As long as you're nice for that last half month, then,
That's true.
then you make the list. So, and by that time, if he's going up, that's what you were talking about, he's already dropped the present at your tree. So it's not like he's going to come back and get it. So now you have that full 11 and a half months to make up for it. So, how would you help him out, Leah?
Is he going up headwise or legwise?
I don't know. I've never seen how he comes down the chimney. He dives down, woo! Or he just jumps down with his feet.
So we're getting him down.
Or how he goes up. Right? I really doubt he goes up, upside down, though. I don't think he does a handstand in the chimney place and tries to go up feet first.
Cheerio!
I think
Stuck
Right?
upside down.
I would try to save him, like, going down the chimney. But I don't know what I would do.
You would go down the chimney?
No.
And then get stuck in there with him?
Yes, Santa.
No.
It reminds me of a Phineas and Ferb episode where it's like, hey, I'd like you to meet my cousin. It's like, wait, so you got out here and brought your cousin in. He really likes ducks,
Well,
or
I
ducks,
think-
or whatever. Or vents, that's what it was.
I might get stuck, but I think I could. Wait, no, I don't think I could fit down the chimney. But I
If Santa could fit down a chimney, you could fit down a chimney.
No, Santa can't fit down the chimney. You got
Okay,
stuck.
that's true. So we've already said he got stuck, so no.
well. But if he dived down there, I'm gonna say he dived down there. I
Okay.
don't know why. I would jump on his legs.
Dived with a V, not died. Okay.
I said dive.
Okay.
I would jump on his feet, and then
I don't think you weigh enough to push Santa down.
I could just
Wait.
boing, boing,
How do you
boing.
How do you jump on his feet if
If
he
he dived down,
No,
his feet would be up, so she would jump into the
Either
chimney
way.
and be jumping on his
Either
feet.
way, I would've liked that.
That's
Yeah.
a perfect answer. I probably will be asleep when he comes home. So I don't
Good
have
call.
to get stuck in there.
You wouldn't find out till the morning when he's still in there.
Well,
I don't think he'd be okay if he dived in and he was still there in the morning. The blood
Well, he
rush.
dived in. Okay. I think the only person that's assuming he went head first is
Is Leandra.
Leandra.
well, here's the thing.
If I'm
I
jumping on his
actually
feet.
have another idea. So if he's going down and then he gets stuck, construction workers aren't there.
Right.
So I can grab, I don't know what it's called. An excavator?
You can go grab a crane or one of those
Guys.
wrecking balls.
Yep, got the wrecking ball, destroys the entire house. Santa,
So,
you're out of chimney.
I'm
He's
thinking
still
the ones
stuck
that
in
they
the
could just
chimney.
like, he's not diving down this time. They just grab his body and then just pull it out.
You'd be strong enough to grab Santa?
No, with
No.
that machine.
Oh, okay.
I like the idea of the wrecking ball. He's still stuck in the chimney, but there goes the chimney. Now it's
then
the
you
next
hit
person's
Santa.
problem.
But then you get Santa.
I know. I
Santa
don't want to do that.
has enough magic, he'd survive.
I mean, he can use his magic
great.
to get out.
Yeah!
But
It's
if he's
just a
stuck
test
in
of,
there,
it's just a test of niceness.
as to what you would do.
Yep, would you come and
He can
save
use
Santa
his
from the
magic
chimney?
to make him
I need
sleep.
my
But he
sleep.
already uses his magic to make it bigger, so why can't he make it even more bigger?
He can use his magic to make him
His magic
skinny.
has limits.
I think he would have tried to make himself skinny.
So
If
he has enough magic
He
to go
could.
to every single house in the world, but not to open the chimney and to get himself
Yes,
out.
because not enough kids believe. Haven't you seen any Christmas movie ever? Santa's magic is tied to how many kids believe, right? That Christmas meter that like goes down, and you have to get kids singing. So maybe that's all we have to do. Hold hands, link arms, and start singing Christmas carols, and that will get Santa out of the chimney. That gives him enough. All right, I said link arms. There we go.
hold hands and link arms.
Okay. So we sing, and we fill up that Christmas meter, and then he has enough magic to get out.
Boom.
Otherwise, he barely has enough magic
well, we
to
have
get
to
around
get
the
all
world
our
in time.
friends first. wake them up at
And he'll gather the whole family and everything. like in the
Gather them,
movie.
wake them up at midnight, and say, "Hey guys."
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. Where have I heard that before?
I don't know.
I think some wise man once said it.
It's
Very wise. Yeah.
Yes, he's my buddy.
Wow.
All right. Let's hope he doesn't get stuck in our chimney because you'll have Leah over here jumping on him while Caleb's over here with the bulldozer. Okay.
Wasn't Leandra that was going to do both, though?
Yeah.
She's going to wreck him ball and jump on
She's
him?
No,
gonna make sure he's really stuck and then she'll.
I want to do the.
Okay.
I'll be there.
I'd take the sleigh.
Came in like a wrecking ball. Anyway, okay, so do you prefer a real Christmas tree or an artificial one, and why? I think we've had a real Christmas tree 1 year.
Not 1
Well,
year.
I would like an
2 years?
One.
Oh, like an actual tree.
Yeah, like a real Christmas tree.
I don't
For
remember
me?
that.
Okay, we're gonna start with Bastion this time.
Artificial. Because artificial things don't die. Actually, no.
That was a quick change.
That's not true. I mean, some food is artificially made and it
Yes.
expires.
Has a longer expiration date, but it still expires.
Yeah. Artificial trees, though, they don't die as quickly as other trees.
Okay.
And you can decorate them more, and you don't have the fear of hurting yourself. Well, you do, but it's not as bad.
Okay.
And the woodland creatures, like, if you accidentally had 3 chipmunks in that tree and you chopped it down and they come into your house and start
You
singing,
have
now,
Well, then
that would be
you
scary.
can make money because you just train them to sing, yeah.
That's true.
And, Christmas time is here. But then you have to get them, what is it, like, one wants a hula hoop and one wants a plane that loops the loop. And
I don't think I have the money for that.
For Christmas, though.
all right, Caleb.
Yeah, I was gonna say artificial
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
because of that it doesn't die as quickly and that you can use it for multiple years. But if it's not, then if you try to keep it in storage, it would die in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. I've never seen somebody use the same real tree every single year.
It would have.
Usually it's, well, I'll let Leandra go and then I'll give my
Okay.
spiel.
I'm thinking the real tree.
Okay.
Wait. I don't know. Because I was about to say it will smell like pine, but now I don't. The Christmas trees aren't pine trees, are they?
I think they're more of a fir. I think spruce. I don't know.
But still, they'll smell
Fuzzy.
No, not
like-
that type of fir.
like like how pine trees smell good.
It still smells good, but yeah, I don't think it smells like a
And
full-on
also-
pine.
And also with an actual tree, you can actually like I don't know how to describe. It will like with the smell. I think it will smell like Christmas,
Okay.
maybe, and you can actually feel more Christmas.
Because you have some living plant there by you.
Yeah.
And I feel Christmas
I don't
every
know
day.
why, but it'll bring more comfort when you're opening presents too.
Okay. I can see that. Some people really swear by live tree or real trees. They'll never buy artificial ones.
So I was thinking.
Some people
Before
swear
you
by any
start.
tree.
So, before you start yours, I was thinking that even though artificial ones make a big mess, the real ones can make a bigger mess with like there's dirt on them, and
Okay. So we're back. Had some technical difficulties with the phone. Forgot to turn my ringer off. But we're here. Okay. I get what you're saying there, Caleb. I get what you're saying, Leandra. I think I'm kind of divided on this because I agree. There's a smell that comes with a real tree, and it looks nice, right? However, as the needles start to dry and fall off, it creates a huge mess. Also, the biggest issue I found is you have to know exactly when to buy it. You buy it too early, by the time Christmas comes around, it's mostly dead. If you don't take care of it, right? And I'm not that great about that.
In your house?
You have, in the base, there's water that you keep it in there. Where with the artificial tree, you don't have to worry about that. However, with an artificial tree, you have to worry about storing it.
That's true.
Right? And it takes a bit more room than your Christmas decorations. But I think just for convenience, we've done an artificial tree most of the years. We got one when we were first married and have kind of used that one and for most of the years, and then we got another one. But we haven't had to buy a new tree every year. And again, I think there was the one year that we did a live tree.
Yeah.
And it was nice. But yeah, a lot of mess with live tree.
I thought about how she had said living plants.
Uh-huh.
Like having a living plant next to you during Christmas. I'd say every day's Christmas in our house then. Because we have a bunch of living plants that Mom has.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Also,
treats them as
She has.
babies.
She does. She really loves her plants. She has a wall of plants right by the window.
She feeds the plants more than she feeds her own children. I'm just kidding.
And you guys have plants growing in your room. Well, mushrooms, are they plants?
Yeah.
well,
Just kidding.
They're fun guys.
sometimes she accidentally forgets about the plants and then forgets to water them. So.
And then she panics when
But
she
then
realizes.
she feeds us more because she's worrying about feeding us and the plants. So, other way.
Oh,
But I have one more down for an artificial tree.
Uh-huh.
If you store it somewhere or like keep it, it will get all bent, and then things just go all.
That's true.
That's true. Each year you have to like bend it
straight
out and try to shape it and everything, and we
And I
spend
go,
the whole time trying to get it just right.
And then the ornaments usually happen the next day.
Now,
Or late at night.
what about an artificially generated tree? Artificial intelligence generated tree.
Randomly generated conversations tree.
No, I'm thinking just AI generated Christmas tree.
I want
What?
one like a actual
Would it be a
AI
hologram?
tree.
I'm thinking of if it can't do fingers and everything else, how is this Christmas tree going to look like? Have you seen what it does to the legs of chairs and tables?
That's
And
true.
people,
And people? Well, I already said people. They can't get fingers or
It can have
faces,
a
right?
face. It'll be
It
like
speaks to you.
Merry Christmas, and it's like a metal tree.
and I go,
We had a tree that had a face on it, and you guys were scared of it for a while.
I was scared of it most of the
I think
time.
all of you guys had one time when you were scared of it.
Well, then they stopped, and then I was super scared.
Where
I
did
did
it
it
go
long ago.
anyways?
I was like, oh, Christmas tree, Christmas tree.
I don't know.
I remember we still have it. We didn't
Just
give it
someplace dark and scary
My bedroom.
where it's just sitting there.
away. And then all of a sudden we go,
Merry Christmas. As the battery dies out.
Oh, Christmas tree.
That's-
Oh, Christmas tree.
You could even have like the most joyful, uplifting thing, but once those batteries start dying,
It gets pretty
it
scary.
gets pretty scary.
Or you have
So-
things that don't die. Batteries don't die.
And then if you
Happy
try to turn it off,
birthday
it's
to you.
still
Happy birthday
Yes.
to you.
So 2 examples, okay? So when Bastian was a little kid, he had a shirt that you would press and it would say, Wowie, right? Like from the movie WALL-E. Well, we were getting him to bed one night because, you know, he didn't like to sleep alone. He was scared of the dark. And my Belle was in there laying with him. And all of a sudden from the closet, you hear, like, because the battery was dying on the shirt and it went off with no reason. Both of them went bolting out of the room and ran into where I was. And then we had one of those candles on a birthday cake. I think it was for your birthday, or was it for Bastian's birthday? And we light it, and it starts playing the music, Happy Birthday to You, but just the music of it.
It was very annoying.
We tried to turn it off afterwards. We couldn't. There's no off button. We tried breaking it. It still kept the music going. I mean, this was already like a day afterwards, right? That would shut off. We threw it in the garbage outside. Still a couple of days later, from the garbage outside was going the music. That thing would not stop no matter what we
I
tried.
remember
Oh, yeah,
we
at one
took out the
point-
batteries. once.
Yeah, I thought we took out the batteries, but it still was going.
It's like a ghost.
I remember with it though too, it shut off. We're like, yeah, and all of a sudden it started back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
But like, happy
And our-
birthday.
I remember. So like, it was like, and then we turned it off. Then we threw it away. We're like, finally. We wake up the next day. We're like, what's that ringing noise? And all of a sudden we hear it playing in the trash can again.
Well, and that's the thing. It was that high pitch. Like,
oh, it was.
yeah. So as things either won't die, or as the battery starts to go out on these things, it starts.
It gets scary.
It's like those Christmas toys or toys for Valentine's, Easter's that you press and they say things.
Oh.
You know, even like a baby doll that's like, "Mama, mama," and it's like, "Mo." Right?
We had that angry pig. You'd squish its head and it would go. And it would go like the noises of the pig. Anyway.
Oh.
Was that the birds? Those are the birds. Never mind. Anyway, the angriest pig sounds. And, yes. All of a sudden, we press it, and it starts going really weird. I'm like, okay. And then he has a slipper. Had a slipper that was playing a Mario song, the
Oh.
Mario theme. He where it turns on. It's just like breaking.
Also, we have like
That's crazy.
we have like a door on like a Barbie house, and when we
Doorbell?
kept
The
the
doorbell.
doorbell, yeah, we kept pressing it, and then one time it went. Instead of ding dong, it would go.
We're like,
Sound like a
and
robot.
one time it went like this. Ding!
It was like, ding.
And that was a Christmas present many years ago, that Barbie house.
No, that
Yeah.
was 2 years ago.
Or is that a couple years ago?
You said 90.
I thought it was fun.
Oh, maybe many years ago.
No, that
Time
wasn't
flies
last
when you're having
Christmas.
Well, no, last Christmas it
I
wasn't
gave you
that.
my.
It was the Christmas
Sorry.
before last Christmas.
Last
I remember I
Christmas
had it
got
in my
Harry
bedroom for a
Potter
little bit.
books.
Oh,
that
that's
was
true.
like a couple of years
And
ago.
then the Christmas before, we got the Scarlet and Violet
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever that was, I just remember it wasn't that long until you guys had already worn out the doorbell on that.
No, it wasn't
Barbie
us.
house.
It wasn't us.
It was
Brianna.
Bastion over
It
here.
was Brianna.
Pressing the button.
He's like, open up to me, Barbie. I'm just kidding.
No, we used the dollhouse more for my Minecraft figures than we did the Barbies.
Well, used to. Now Brianna's pretty.
No,
Pretty
she
adamant
takes
about-
everything out of there and plays it
She
on
plays
the
with
floor.
LOLs in
Okay,
there more
she
than
grabs a whole
Barbies
bucket
now.
and goes, "Yay!"
Yay, I made a big mess.
Betty,
Hey.
Oh,
Now I just have to wait for my siblings
In
to
her
come over
defense,
to clean it up.
She actually does clean up pretty well
sometimes.
when she wants to.
Not
Yeah.
in my room though. Never.
That's just a lost cause. Anyway, before we start getting into messes, let's do the last question.
Last question.
I guess this one's on me.
Yep.
What's your go-to Christmas movie, and what makes it a must-watch for you?
Oh,
I guess there's a couple, but probably lately the one we watch every Christmas is Noel.
Well, like almost
there
every
is
day
others,
we
too.
start watching it.
Well, we never finished it.
Yes. We finish at the next.
Just because it's funny, I think.
We have another show that we always watch every single Christmas. We always watch Polar Express.
Oh,
that one too. That was the other one. I was trying to leave that there for you guys.
This was an interesting Christmas watching that one, though. We found some things that we don't usually find. And I'm like, wow, this is interesting.
Once you watch something so many times, you start to look for things beyond. Okay, so let's go to Polar Express for a minute. I mean, which we did go to Polar Express one year. But
I did.
Before you were born. I think you went in Mommy's belly, or maybe you were just a thought in our heads at that point. But, or maybe not even
just
that. Maybe not even that. No, because you were old enough to somewhat remember it.
I still remember it, even though I was 3 years old. That's the only thing I remember.
Oh, if you were 3 years old, then yeah, she was in Mommy's belly.
I was like 3 or 4. She was. I remember.
I would be 1 because I'm 4 years old.
Well, yeah, but
If it was 3
it
years
was
old.
February. When you were born in February, so it would have been right before.
Yeah.
So, anyway. About Polar Express.
Uh-oh.
Besides the one we were in. But the animation style. I'm so glad that it's crazy how big of a movie it is that so many people have that as their go-to Christmas movie, right? They watch it every year. But the animation style was so bad. I'm so glad that did not catch on. So we were reading a little bit about it, and so they used like the dots on the face and everything to track facial movement and everything to make it seem realistic, but still animated. And so it just kind of looks creepy at times to me. And then to your point, we're watching it, and some of the characters, such as the hot chocolate crew,
Look like clones of each other.
look like it should be out of Star Wars, the Clone Wars, right? They're very much cut and paste, and yes, they move almost with this robotic tone. And didn't they even glitch into a table at one point? Or
We wanted
like
them
it?
to.
Oh, you thought they were going to? Because I hear Caleb over here. He's glitching into the table.
Because they're dancing on the table, all of a sudden, like, you just see their legs moving everywhere. It's like, okay, what are they doing?
And when they're doing their backflips, it looks like
their feet are sunk into the table.
I don't.
Like, supposed to be the, oh yeah, I know this and that.
Uh-huh.
He's like, they're gonna throw her off the train. Standard procedure. When was it that standard procedure to check someone off the train?
Well,
Oh, darn it. History lesson.
stowaways on a boat, not necessarily a train, the stowaways on a ship were often forced to walk the plank, right?
Yeah.
Not all ships, but certain certain countries, certain ships. And part of that was not necessarily they just liked watching people drown in the middle of the ocean. What are you looking at me like that for?
I don't know.
Not necessarily that, but part of it was they were pretty short on rations and food.
That's true.
When they were sailing, especially when they didn't know exactly how long it would take them to get to a place. So having an extra mouth to feed could mean the difference between starving for a couple days down the road. Now, if this person's been stowed away for days already, who knows how much food they've already stolen.
Yeah.
So that became standard procedure. So how that translates to trains, I have no idea. But, apples, oranges here. I guess standard procedure is to throw somebody off a train if they don't have a ticket.
And then I was thinking about one part in there, because they needed the tickets to ride the train, yes. But they wouldn't go and kidnap a random child if they didn't end up having a ticket in the first place.
I know, but they were expected to take care of their tickets.
That's true.
Right?
I don't get why the kid even tried to give it to her. She could have grabbed it. He had to grab it and make it fly away.
I know, she could be like, oh yeah, I forgot it. So she grabbed it. She could have just went back and grabbed it.
I know, but then you wouldn't have had the movie how it was. Right? He would have just had a peaceful ride to the North Pole.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have ended up on top and meeting the ghost hobo and all that stuff. And she wouldn't end up driving the train. So, sorry.
Oh.
I'm assuming everyone's seen Polar Express by now.
He wouldn't have ended up getting salmonella.
Exactly.
I mean, he drops the ticket, gets stepped on by wolves, goes through the snow, eaten by a bird, thrown up by the bird, chucked into the water, rolled the snowball, flies straight back into the train,
And then
he puts it back in his mouth.
Well, after
He's like
touching the
biting.
guy's hobo's boots.
Yeah,
too.
touch the boot, put it in his mouth.
Yeah, and then he's like biting it.
I don't think anything we're saying is really giving away much from the movie.
No.
And it probably makes it sound much more
And then
interesting.
he has a first
Then
They also
it is.
talked about a second one, too.
Right? And I learned that from the story. Now you are giving away stuff. But be naughty and get rewarded, right?
I mean, that's true.
I mean, in truth, he was more naughty than the know-it-all kid. But yet he's the one that got the reward in the end. And the know-it-all kid's the one who got chewed out. So, I guess there's your lesson. It's that 11.5 rule.
Be naughty, be rewarded.
11.5.
I think I should do that.
So like 95% of the movie. Bless you.
Thank you.
95% of the movie, he's misbehaving, but that one half that makes up the difference. What?
The know-it-all kid.
Uh-huh.
He actually is the cause of most of the stuff.
It is true.
He's like, hey, look, an emergency brake, or hey, look, she forgot her ticket, or
You got a
looking at
point
his
there.
present.
He's like the voice on the shoulder, right? So he doesn't actually do it, but he tells you what to do, right? So it's like the older brother who tells the younger brother what to do, knowing that the younger brother could get in trouble. But the older brother knows better not to do it himself, but he wants to see what happens. So he vicariously lives through the younger brother getting in trouble.
I wonder
Just saying that.
Sounds
I've
familiar.
seen that before.
Sounds familiar. I wonder how.
Any other movies that we watch? Because yeah, I know we do.
Jim Carrey, the Grinch.
Oh,
We don't
she's too
usually
scared of
watch
Jim
it.
Carrey the Grinch.
No,
We like
I
watching it.
watched it just barely alone.
Well, last year you were too scared for
No,
it.
it wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago. I was like, his face was ripped.
How many times are we going to be arguing about last year, 2 years ago, many years
I
ago?
don't know.
Many years ago.
All the Christmases blend together for me now.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did we watch that this year?
Yeah, these two have, or at least he
yeah.
has.
Mm-hmm.
That was the animated.
Yeah, well, we always
All
watch
of
at least
them
one
are-
Christmas
I've
Carol.
watched
Well, not
Scrooge.
No, there's Scrooge,
Yeah, I've
the
watched
the musical.
non-animated one.
Scrooge.
Oh, so it wasn't a Christmas Carol. It was Scrooge. It's really the same thing. Anywho.
Well, Scrooge is the animated Scrooge is also the play Scrooge, based off the musical.
Yeah.
And then there's Christmas Carol, Muppet Christmas Carol,
Yeah.
the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol.
We also, I don't know if we've watched
What
this.
Jim Carrey?
Which Jim Carrey Christmas Carol?
It's the other animated one that looks more dark and scary-ish.
Oh.
It's another one that uses
Oh,
similar
yeah,
animation
yes.
to
The
that
Polar
Polar
Express.
Express.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I think that was Jim Carrey. Yeah, it was Jim Carrey.
Which one?
That one.
I'm
Okay.
saying who?
I don't
Who's
know
Jim
if we
Carrey?
watch this.
No.
I think we
That
watch
one.
it every year. I don't know. I don't think we watch it every
Scrooge.
year. But
I'm
Elf,
just joking.
it's not one that we
Yeah,
watch
Scrooge and many other
really,
things.
but Elf is
Okay, Elf.
kind of a lot.
I think we do watch that at least once a year too.
Yeah.
Watch it twice.
We end up watching a lot of Christmas shows during Christmas. We've been watching the Christmas Chronicles,
Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
One, two,
those
there.
ones too, but not until.
Home Alone. We just recently started Home Alone. But Home Alone 1 and 2.
1 year,
What about?
I remember.
That's not Home Alone. It's a different kid.
Damn, yeah, it's
I
true.
don't know.
It's like, how long... Sorry, we'll come back to your 1 year.
Okay.
But, okay, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. When we watched the movies, how long did it take us to finally muster the courage to watch the final one because it was different actors? And it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Okay,
But it's the same with the...
It wasn't so good.
Right. But it was the same with the Home Alones, right?
Took me a long time.
Number
I like
3, a
one.
whole different actor than...
I was like, I
Number
don't want to
three.
watch it. I don't want to
Of
watch
what? Home Alone?
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't
It's
want to watch it.
interesting.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
But I was looking on there, and there's like 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many Home Alones there are now.
Yeah, there's like thousands.
You'd think parents would learn by now. Do
Mm-hmm.
not forget their
There's-
kids.
I think there's 5.
Because every one, it's like an accident that the kid's alone.
Except for the third one. The third one, for some reason, the kid's sick, and all of a sudden... Actually, he is alone for like a couple seconds. Kid's sick. He literally watches robbers rob a house just because they're trying to find some secret weapon. And I'm like,
And then
okay,
they think he's
what
gone
is this?
gold.
This is not Home Alone.
A secret weapon?
Yeah.
And it was in the toy car the whole
It was
It's
like
in
a
toy
chip.
car.
How have I not seen this?
And then
I know there was the new one that they just did a couple of years ago. Okay, correct me. How many years ago did the new one come out?
Yeah.
Since you're the one correcting me on all my
I think it
couple
was
years.
2 years ago.
Okay, so you were gonna say something else,
I
but
remember 1 year, Mom over here was on like a Hallmark Christmas special movie channel.
Well, she was an extra in a couple shows.
She was just watching this channel and it had movie after movie after
Oh,
movie
wow,
after
she
movie
was
after
watching
movie
it,
after
yeah.
movie after movie, and I'm like,
None of
So
the
when are we
movies
ending?
made sense to me.
yeah.
Hallmark movies are all the same, right? And you have people that love it because well, technically, a lot of the Netflix Christmas movies are too.
Oh, also the same.
You have people that really like them, but yet they like knowing what to expect, right?
That's true.
What are some that, like, Jingle Jangle is one that really changes things up. Like, it's not your classic Christmas story, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was good.
A boy
I
named
also have a-
Christmas.
Boy Named
I
Christmas.
also have another one that we watch every year. We do Christmas karaoke. It's not really a show, but still.
We do
It's
Christmas karaoke every year as
I
a
mean, At
family.
least it's on the screen.
Now, should we do some samples here? No.
No.
They'll have to come to our house for Christmas karaoke to hear that. Boy Named Christmas. That's a good one.
But
Yeah, but
I
watch it
remember
this year.
Grandma.
We're not giving
It's
anything
good.
away on that one.
I remember Grandma used to always watch it
Over and over and over and over.
like 5 times a day, and she's like, "I really like this."
I still like it, even when we did that.
Yeah,
It was a
really
great
fun.
show. Like,
I
one of my
remember we had
favorites.
to stay at
I think we
her
did
house,
that when
and that's
you guys
all we
went somewhere.
watched.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that show.
Dad.
Around Christmas time?
No, I think your anniversary trip?
Oh, when we went to
Yeah.
Mexico?
Yeah.
And she was watching Boy Named Christmas
Yeah,
in like
that's
February,
all we
March?
watched.
No,
That's
it's
all
more
we
like
watched.
Barbie for Brian.
Barbie
I
and
was
then
just,
it was
like,
Boy Named
downstairs.
Christmas,
Yeah.
basically.
Boy Named Christmas
Yeah.
is all we watched.
Well, for a little bit, but then we mostly watched Barbie. Well,
Well,
Mhm.
we
Brianna
were
was watching
downstairs
Barbie.
doing homework.
yeah, we were all downstairs doing homework.
Well, Grandma really loves Barbie, so that would make sense. Brianna has a lot of
It's a
different
good
shows she
show.
likes, but Barbie is something that ever since I was little,
It's
I mean, I
at least
didn't watch much of
better
it,
than
but
all the other shows
I
she
don't
likes.
mind it. But Grandma used to always watch Barbie shows.
At least it's better than all the other shows she likes.
Who?
Brianna.
She has a lot of good shows.
She likes
Come on, don't tell me you
Bluey.
don't like Bluey.
Well, yes. But, like, there's also other shows, like...
Anyway, bring it back to
Cocomelon.
Christmas. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this Christmas episode. Joining us. It's a couple days till Christmas. Thank you guys for joining us. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Go enjoy some of these Christmas movies we've talked about. Hopefully we didn't spoil them for you. And you can do your bye-bye again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.